Hello, everybody. Time for another practice session on Backgammon Galaxy. So, recently I haven't played too much, and next week I'm going to the Dubai tournament. So, I guess let's see if I'm a bit rusty. I hope not, but certainly a good time to practice for me. Uh, as always, if you like the content, please press the corresponding button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go against New York City film, maybe? Okay, still waiting. So, don't know what's going on. So, I'll press the pause button and let's see when we can get started. Okay, slight delay, but no problem. He still has over 6 minutes, so I guess that won't really affect him. Double fives. Now I'm toying with the idea of cubing because I have a much better priming structure, but his still looks decent. So I better take a roll, of course. So I don't want to run or split. I just want to build my prime at this stage, I think. So, and of course, he wants to go for the running game. And now the question is, should I attack or make the 3 point or even bring two checkers down and continue to go for the priming game? What I don't like is that he has so many builders. So maybe it's time to change plans and go for the attack. Let's do it. So now I'm still down in the race, but can hit another checker, make an inside point. So if I make an inside point and he dances or hit another checker, I don't know. I will cube. Certainly a take. Okay, not a take. So good. Happy about it, certainly. So then if I know that my opponent passes after a fan, that makes my hitting play even better, but I don't know if it was whether it was correct in theory. Well, I certainly have a pass, and I think it's not good enough to play on for the gammon here. Don't like it. He just keeps on rolling, so I make an anchor, I hit something, and now he cubes. So this is all, now it's not a cube anymore in my opinion. So I will take, of course. Maybe it's a cube, but yeah. I mean, as you can see, he's got some bad numbers. But yeah, so far his cube action, don't think it was very good. Okay. Think I like hitting two. Bit risky. Worked out fine. And now do I really need to hit another checker and go for the blitz? I've got a priming structure. I mean, hitting on the deuce. Twos and threes are duplicated. I'm ahead in the race now. I think I like this best. Could also play to the 11, but fours are not duplicated. I don't know. That looks fine, certainly. So at what point am I supposed to recube? I think this is still too early because of my 1-0 lead. Don't think I have a proper cube. I mean, now I should have a proper cube. Even at the score and ahead in the race. I mean, half his army is at the front and the other at the back. So yeah, I cannot. Yeah, I was kind of expecting the take. Not that I know what is really correct here, because he can take significantly more recubes, that is, at the score. It's not so easy for him to turn this around. Okay, now I can play like this. I mean, I will play this, so I think I probably just want to clear the. I mean, if I play like this, here's the problem. With my next 6, I will have to leave a shot on my midpoint, and there are other awkward numbers where I have to break the 8 or is like a number, yeah, like 3-1 even, or okay, so 3-1 is playable. It feels like it's a good opportunity to just get rid of the midpoint. 6s I cannot play, 5s are awkward, aces could become awkward. I don't know. I mean, yeah, aces could become awkward. And 5s, of course, but even here, if I get hit, still not the end of the world. Okay, that was forced. Wow. Okay, fun. He says, wow. Okay, so now, okay, if I pass, I have like around 32% match winning chances. Yes, he can crunch, but that is not too many numbers. Okay, that is not 32. I mean, he has 25% of his numbers don't escape, but I don't think I can squeeze out the take here. So I will just pass. That was a bit disappointing. Should I have made the point, 3-point, maybe? Yeah, we'll see. Certainly an unusual position. And now, since he has to drop so many cubes, even if he enters with the checker or even with 2 checkers, I think I will continue playing on for the gammon here. Simply because there are very few numbers after which he can get back into the game. Do I have to cube him out here? I mean, if I make the point, it's still way too good. I'll take another roll. Just go for the gammon here. So do I have to cube now? So if he anchors, that's 3 checkers back. Now it's really questionable. So I roll something, he anchors. How good are his chances? He doesn't anchor, can still play on. I take another roll, but I'm not really confident. Maybe that was a bit of an overplay. Certainly now I will cube. and win my point. So that was part of the reason why I continued, because I thought, okay, take another shot, and even if it doesn't work out, I still have a good cube, most of the time at least. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Could this be a cube? 3s and 4s hit. I don't think so. 1, 2. And just play simple and run around with that checker. Seems best. Playing a bit slow, but I think shouldn't be a problem. This is certainly a cube against the 2 back checkers. Do I make the 9? Yeah, why not? Three-point. Okay, this is looking really good. I want to keep max contact against the checkers on his midpoint, because I would like to get to hit another checker. Which won't be happening, it seems. So now I will just slot the 8-point, go for the 6 prime. Okay, why not just make the deuce? Now the question is, if I want to win a gammon, I should open up here. Gammons are really valuable. Get me to Crawford, so if he hits me with a 6-4, I mean, I will open up. I'm not sure. This is, I mean, I know I win fewer games by doing this, but certainly win some extra gammons. But who knows? Still stay back. So now is my chance to hit the second checker. See if I can make it. Nope. So this is quite unlikely now that I will win a gammon. At least I tried, still trying. But yeah. Okay, that's that. So without a bigger accident happening, I mean, it'll be three-way. Okay, good start. Maybe even a cube already at three-way. Certainly do have market losers. I have to cube more aggressively because of the score. Yeah. Okay, I convinced myself that this is a cube already. 6-3. Plenty of options. I think this looks best. Yeah. Not bad for certain. So what else can I do? I can simply make my bar point Can also make my 5 point. That leaves quite a few returns. Is that necessary? Okay, 1. So this actually looks quite strong. Okay. Also, the value of my gammons is not increased. Okay, now, okay, just making the juice, having the builders for the inner board points. Looks cool. Can play like this, but no. I mean, should I take these extra risks? Yeah. Maybe I'm overlooking something here because it doesn't feel quite right. But with all my builders and his blood, I have some liberties here. Okay, guess the deuce should be here. And yeah, still want to play with max builders. Okay, still not able to move my back checker. Again, I want to play with 4 builders. Now I finally closed the 5. And now it's all about running home. Okay. He hits me, which could make it interesting in case I roll badly. But no, doesn't look like. So far, but certainly still there are some bad numbers he should make. I think he should make the 8 and the 10 to give me bad numbers. So more like a blocking game. So now I guess unless I roll double aces or double deuce, I managed to escape. And now it's about winning a gammon again. Of course, you could lose this, especially when he rolls a 6. So I will clear the point. That looks like a very good distribution. And now I think I will just take off. Still have some hopes for the gammon, especially when he stays behind my structure, my prime. So this is going to be close. If I don't get, if I get hit, of course, anything can happen, but if I don't get hit, it'll be a close call between a gammon or a single win. So now I have to leave the shots, so I'll take off. And I think I have to take another checker off just in, if I play like this. No, if I play like this, then I win more gammons. If I get missed, do I? No, then I'm odd. But if I play like this, it's very likely I will leave a follow-up shot, which I probably should avoid. So now my tendency again is to hit, to avoid follow-ups after a miss. Yeah. Not that good for the gammon, of course. But at least I steal a crossover from him, and yeah, this could be it. So let's see how this went PR wise. Yeah, not great, but also not so bad. So later we will look at the XG analysis. But I don't know, only 20 minutes in, maybe I will try to play a speed match. Here we go against Ista from Turkey. So, as you know, I don't feel too comfortable playing speed, which is certainly a good reason to practice it. Causes me a bit of stress. I certainly won't be able to comment much on his moves. Not a cube for me. 8 would have been nice, but making the 11 is also fine. Okay, double aces. Do I really want to keep that checker there, or do I want to lift it? With that many checkers, with his good structure, I'm just not feeling really comfortable to leave that point slotted. Or leave anything for that matter. Okay, I could have made the 5 point. Whatever. So is this a cube? If I hit, I'm in good shape, but still, if I don't, I'm not looking too great, especially after double threes. So yeah, you may hear already that I'm not as relaxed compared to a normal match. I think, yeah, was that a cube for him? Now it certainly is too good. Is it too good? I guess so. Glad that I can pass. I think it was too good. So, okay. Makes the 5. So do I really want to give him aces? I guess I have to. Okay. Now it's again only about avoiding getting gammoned. Glad he cubes again, so he is not a fan of playing on, it seems. I think it's a clear play on what bad can happen. But I won't complain. 3, 2. Guess I have to hit. I think he should have slotted, so yeah, I just can't help myself. I have to comment some things when I see them, but I guess you don't mind. I'll unstack the point. Didn't work out too well. So now certainly would have taken, and probably it's okay for him not to cube this because of the score. Okay, this looks good now. Okay, 3-1. At least decent. 6 would be nice. 5-3. Okay, guess I make 3 point. And double aces, so at least I can block his 4 point. Raise is even, no need, no reason to cube, even at the score. What happened here? He hit me. Okay, didn't even see that. Okay, I got a hit, suppose, and he dances. So now I really feel I can venture a cube here, being down and having the shots. Do I want to make the 3? Just in case, maybe, maybe not, because I have fewer numbers to escape, which is my main plan, and so probably I shouldn't have done it. So do I want to keep the prime or make the deuce point? I don't see a reason to leave shots here, especially because of numbers like these. So now again, this certainly wins more gammon, so I will give it a try. And he's really not afraid to leave blots, so be it, especially with his weak board. I think he should have been more careful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, just barely playable. Next one isn't. I was about to say that. Okay. But in the end, no big deal. And I'm big favorite to win 4 points here. Which is also nice because that makes the match significantly shorter, so I don't feel that much time pressure. Okay, standard. So he plays super speed, it seems. Two, 1. Making the 5 looks really attractive, especially for the lack of good alternatives. However, also want to get my back checkers moving. Okay, I will go for the anchor. And I get it, even a better one than I anticipated. 3, 2. Keep the prime. Okay, now I have to hope that he doesn't roll a 6, but he doesn't comply. However, with my 6, it doesn't really matter. And he rolls a deuce, so I certainly cannot cube this. At least I don't think so. Yeah, I can make the prime. Huh. Maybe I can cube this. 6s hit, but then if he anchors, some aces make the 6 prime. But if I roll something like 4-2, he's super happy. I think with the score, not cubing. And now, again, this feels like a play on now. Many blots, I can make a 6 prime. Feels like rolling is the way to go. And if he anchors, should I cube him now? Maybe, yeah, we'll cube him now. So I wasted, or I spent, hope it wasn't a waste, some time in this game. Can you do? Okay, I think just keep it simple. I'm 2 away. I want to avoid gammonish positions. However, now feel compelled to hit because the alternatives just don't look too promising. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is looking quite good now. Not thinking about a cube here. Because it would kill my own gammons. Okay. I like to play with many builders here. How bad is it if I get hit? I mean, I have to play something, so it can't be that bad. I have 3 builders. I want to make my 3-point. I want to clear the mid as quickly as possible while he's on the roof. And move the checkers inside. Okay, good roll. Just I have to avoid getting hit. So just try to bear off as safely as possible. Still a big favorite to win the gammon if I avoid being hit. Deuce was bad. Now I'm odd. This deuce was good. Now I'm even. But still, now the next deuce is bad again. And the next deuce would be really bad, but I'm lucky enough. He should have stayed, of course, on his anchor to get a potential double shot. Here you can see the difference. So that was absolutely huge, massive mistake. And guess I will win the match. And let's see the speed. Okay, for speed, I'm fine with that. So as you can see, no, you can't see. Now you can see. First match was pretty good, significantly better than what the Galaxy engine said. Like I think it was like a 2.9. So I think it's XG 2-ply or something. But on a deeper analysis, I played a bit better, or significantly better. Okay, let's go first to some decision that I got right. I mean, not because it was super difficult, but that decision had blunder potential simply because that is what I call a switch in the sense a switching game plan. Before, as I explained, I had the priming advantage, so I went for the priming game. And now he ran out and I roll a 6-5. And yeah, could easily happen, or happened to me more than once, of course, that you just continue with your game plan. And that's really bad in backgammon you have to be very sensitive to changes in the position because and be able to adopt your strategy immediately. So now that he ran out, I had to switch to a blitzing plan, attacking plan, also to prevent him from building his prime with the tempo aspect. And it immediately paid off. I think that was probably his biggest mistake. I was wondering whether this is a cube. This was a cube, I remember. And it's really close, but that is another confirmation, just another confirmation about my theory that you really should, whenever you're in doubt, you should double. And sometimes really good things can happen. Like here, I got a point for this cube. Didn't expect that, but it's a non-zero possibility. As you can see, best choice 4.4% here. That means if there's only 1 in 20 chance that he passes this cube, this double actually has positive equity, even though it's technically not correct. Okay, so that worked out. Next game, yeah, he missed the cube. I think I mentioned that. But before, actually it was just borderline. I thought here he should have cubed, but it's marginally too good. So yeah, I would have passed here already. And then here he definitely should have cubed. And actually, I thought this was not a cube anymore. He insta-cubed me and it was correct by a small margin. So I can plus it just to see. Yeah, so it's a small double. I'm surprised. Sorry for that. Well done by him. However, here he should have dropped my recube. Difficult to win for him. Only less than 22% winning chances. So even at the score where he has a very low take point or a low take point for recubes, it's not enough. And as you can see, I needed to go through the motions here and calculate. Nothing to do about it. Let me pause this so I can cough. So sorry, while she was doing the analysis, I was eating some cashews and apparently something got stuck. So here, yeah, I calculated the percentage that I needed to take and came to the conclusion that I'm simply not there. So at this score, a pass. Next game, nothing special, just the cube action. So my play-ons were correct before. Here I had my doubts. The roll before, and you can see it was just on the cusp. And he had actually a take. I think he insta-dropped. I wasn't sure. I only was very confident about my double, but it's not a big deal. That pass, the wrong pass. So, okay, game 4. I think totally standard cube. He insta-took it. I wasn't so sure. But yeah, he doesn't lose many gammons. Race is about even. And if I cannot make my bar point or the 4 point, and he can split maybe, so and get a good anchor, then he would be in really good shape. So correct take. I wasn't sure about it. But I simply won this game. Nothing special here, so we can get to game 5, the three-way score, and you can see at this score it's a small cube. Could be that at 0, 0 this is a small non-cube. but at three-way, stake point is higher, so I have more market losers, so I can cube more aggressively. Then my only big mistake of the match, yeah, I shouldn't have just gone for the blitz. I mean, I was seeing the returns, but really with my 5 anchor, if he hits his return, he's still in severe gammon danger. So yeah, that was just bad. This, yeah, the 9 point and the 3 point don't go together. So the way that I played it, and yeah, I don't know why. Well, I forgot why I like this play, so I would have to look it up, but it doesn't look so good anymore now. But of course, after the fact that I saw the XG analysis, okay, whatever. Yeah, his play here, the ace deuce, that was kind of bad because he should have slotted duplicating deuces and putting a blot on his deuce point just gives me all the options in the world to attack him, build a prime. Nothing much he can do about it with a weak board like that. And here another mistake. Yeah, it felt weird. And for some reason, so my pattern recognition actually wasn't off. But the rationale for my play was that I thought I have so many builders to make the other points, so I don't need to leave that blot there. But he gave me basically the freedom to play a bit more risky by his move, and I should have exploited that. Okay, but it's not super big mistake anyway. And yeah, that was it basically. Maybe this is also interesting, his move. So his plan should have been just go for a well-timed ace point game, because so he should have just played quietly without hitting. Problem with hitting is it rarely works. So with the deuce point mate, I mean, he has to make a counter prime, and then I have to break, and then he has to escape. So it's really tough to win this forward. And the problem is most of the time what will happen is I will enter and maybe he will make more points, but in the end I will escape and he will crunch because he will have to move all his checkers inside and won't be able to build a prime anymore. So that's the most likely scenario that it will hurt him. So his play, the going forward play, doesn't even win more games. Even at DMP, he should have been patient and build his structure. And with this, he is basically guaranteed to get into a well-timed ace point game. That means in case he hits something, he will be able to contain that checker. And yeah, so that's maybe a bit counterintuitive, and I don't fault him for that play, but I thought it to be interesting. I mean, in backgammons, we know all this theme that you shouldn't hit, build your board, and avoid crunching at all costs. But here, there's an example where you even should do this in an ace point game. Okay, so then the other match, which was significantly worse. Let's have a look at it. Still not terrible, and especially the first mistake was just an oversight. I saw it after I played it, I mentioned it. I at least should have thought about it. For some reason, I thought I cannot make the 5 point. Indeed, I have to leave a shot, but this is just such a strong structure. He only has 11 hitters, and then probably I get returns, and with the super strong board, the chance to build a 5 prime, this is clearly the way to go. This is just, yeah, I mean, it looks weak, it is weak, plan is, of course, to try to escape the back checker, but this structure, even if that back checker escapes, it's really difficult to get this home, so pretty bad, but more like an oversight. I hope I would have found it with a bit more time and being less stressed. Of course, I had all the time in the world, but I wanted to play fast in the beginning, so because it was speed, maybe I should have just focused a bit more and invested some more time. In the end, it was an easy pass. I thought it might have been a play on, but you can see it's whatever. He was correct. And next game I also lost, game 2. And here it was a play on. Indeed, not too many gammon wins, but also nothing much that can happen. If he makes the bar point and I crunch, he can just play on for the gammon forever. And nothing bad can happen, so he should have given it a try. Game 3. Yeah, that is what I commented. Just that is just a standard against one checker. You make the anchor, and you're down in the race. So you definitely should slot and develop your front position. I noticed that one, even though I said I wouldn't commentate on my opponent's moves. Then a mistake by me. Okay, I didn't even have it on the radar. Yeah, why did I? Yes. No, I didn't even. Yeah, I could. There was a way playing safe here. Not nice, of course, but certainly safety is top priority. I don't know. Did I see that? Well, but that was really, really bad. I don't think I ever would do that after a longer consideration, because just the structure and everything screams for a safe play, and I had one available. Okay, didn't do it. Pretty bad. The cube, however, was correct. And then, okay, it was also correct. No, here I should have kept the checker split. I had the suspicion already. So if I make the correct move, I can escape with 4s, 5s, and 6s. And after my move, I cannot escape with some 5s. And that was precisely what happened. And I played this too passively. I felt like the bar point has some value here. He might even crunch and all that stuff. Didn't want to leave a shot. So I'm a bit surprised that this is so bad. But here he also has crunching rolls. Like the 5s are bad and they are still bad. So yeah, what was I thinking here? Same crunching numbers. So yeah, another inner board point. So the only argument against this play is the returns. However, structurally this looks kind of bad. Of course, there are some big swings on the hits, but I think the natural play is just to make the point. But I'm not 100% sure that had I thought longer about it, I would have found it. So I was lucky enough to win a gammon here. Next game was rather uneventful. Oh no, not quite. I overlooked the slotting play. Cool. Yeah, the 4 duplication, of course. I mean, this is when your opponent has many good 4s on the offensive end. So like here, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-5 are all good. 4-6 is good anyway. 3-1 is good. So basically, there's virtually no cost in trying to make a 5 prime. So yeah, I totally overlooked it. I only saw the point making play, the 5 point, which I discarded, which still would have been slightly better than my play. But I completely overlooked this one. So yeah, it's kind of rare that you leave the 5 point slotted when you can make it. So I don't fault myself, but with the duplication thing, the duplication of force, it becomes crystal clear why this is the correct move. Didn't make it, too bad. And here, yeah, just stop double pass. I was thinking for a moment maybe whether this is too good, but as you can see, against 3 point anchor, you don't win many gammons anyway, so good cube action at least. And the last game, was there any big mistake? Okay, I should have hit 2 checkers. I mean, I did a score adjustment. Usually I would hit 2 checkers here, keep the initiative. Or I thought at two-way, I want to avoid gammonish or increase. I don't want to increase his gammon rate especially, but it just doesn't go up by much if I just play the aggressive play. Okay, so small mistake. And the rest, yeah, here I think I mentioned that play. No, this one I didn't mention. That's interesting. So he actually wants to start building the board immediately. White has plenty of time to release the third checker. So it was more important to build the front structure as quickly as possible. And just as you can see, I mentioned that, I mean, he has to go for the double shot, so there's absolutely no reason to leave that anchor. And yeah, so that was the match. I mean, some mistakes here that I hope I wouldn't have made with under less time pressure, but of course you never know. Still not too unhappy with this session, and okay, I guess that's all for today, and so see you next time.